Hello, my friends. How are you? Long time no see. It is a beautiful, crappy, rainy, raw day here in New Hampshire. Awesome time to go for a hike. I want to check on something. I'm having some serious marble issues. Let me explain. We'll go for a hike. So, with the rain, it's supposed to get real heavy soon, next hour or so. And I did bring with me the infamous Fuji XP90. I think it's a 90. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know I have a love-hate relationship with this waterproof. You can go diving with this camera. Awesome camera, but the battery won't hold the charge for very long. And it's fairly new, the camera itself. But I'm filming on my phone right now. It's not too bad. I hope everyone's doing well, by the way. My absence from my channel has been for various different reasons. Also, my knee. I hurt my knee a little while back, and it's starting to get better. So we've had some bear sightings up here on a local Facebook page up in my neighborhood. My sister sent me some trail cams of this lady has some trail cams in her yard. And big old black bear has been nosing around the area, so they are out and about. And so, my marble issue. Now, listen, I don't know how you guys feel about the whole marble thing. This was an experiment I started last fall, and I'm now 9 marbles down into my experiment. I've left them in different areas, but there's one structure that I put it inside a small little teepee structure, marbles in a little arrangement, 3 at a time, and every time they disappear. And I had some marbles on another boulder out here and in another location that never get touched. They were left alone. I just recently came out here about a week ago. And I moved the marbles off of the big boulder where I put the birch X. If you're familiar with that, you know what I'm talking about if you're familiar with my channel. If you're new to my channel, thank you very much for coming by. And watch some of my older videos and you'll be able to catch up on some of these structures. So I'm expecting the river here. Let me show you the river for a minute. I'm debating whether to cross today. I could get across today. I guarantee it. Like even right there, I could probably get across. But we're gonna get about over an inch of rain in like a matter of 6 hours or so. So I'm afeared that once I cross this river and venture out up over this way, when I come back in a couple of hours, I won't be able to cross back over again. Which it's not a life-threatening thing. It just means I have to turn around and go all the way back to another entrance to this forest, and I would have to hike the road back instead of being able to just because this is close to my home. This particular state forest, and it's nice to be able to do that. But if the waters rise too much on this little river, I don't want to have to go all the way back, you know. So if you're familiar with my channel, again, a lot of this is going to look really repetitive to you guys, and it's going to look familiar. If you're new to the channel, this is I found 5 structures out here. They just appeared one day last year. They just showed up out of nowhere. I got a scan looking for some bear. Looking for some bears and make sure I scare away the same squamps at the same time. Whoop. So, I want to check on the marbles to see if they're still there. That boulder is where I had the marbles. They sat for since last fall. And finally, I said, the heck with it. I took the marbles off. And I said, I'm going to just see if they disappear again in the structure that I've been using to house the marbles. There's another structure here. So I've got my rain gear today, my Gore-Tex rain gear, and I'm not wearing the bottoms. I'm wearing pants, as you can see, right? But I'm not wearing the bottoms. And I sacrificed a little bit of security for comfort, which I think is something that's wrong with this entire country these days. Giving up a little bit of your rights for the feeling of freedom. I'm not going to get into that. But so let's check out this. See if my marbles are still there. Gone. They're gone. Well, that's 12 marbles. Gone again. So that's 12 marbles. Let me show you how I arranged them in this little structure. So this is my head scratching moment here. This is a pretty well thickly covered little teepee here. You couldn't see them from say if woodland creatures, birds or something were taking them. The bird would have to land on the ground and walk into in here before it would see the marbles. I don't know, guys. This is getting 12 marbles have disappeared from this teepee, and I arranged them. Well, I showed you what they look like, and those particular marbles came from this boulder over here, and it remained completely untouched. I'm trying to think of when I left them. I have it written down, so when I get back to my barn, I'll put it down on the bottom of the screen here when I left them. Oh, this looks different. That looks different, that structure. I'm going to have to go back and check it out. Maybe it isn't sometimes, guys. I come out here so much, and just everything starts to blend in. Yeah, this looks a little different, but I can't tell. Let's see. So this is where the 3 marbles sat. Like I said, since last year, since early fall, and I put an X here with birch. These two with this birch log, excuse me, and then this birch log on the ground. And this is where it ended up after the winter was over. We had a couple days where it wasn't so bad, and I came out here. And the X was taken apart. I'll have to reference this little setup here too. This changes from time to time. This might be exactly the same and untouched, but I'll have to check and see. If I can, I'll do a little. I'll show you a picture of what it looked like some time ago, and then I'll show this little clip here. Maybe we can find something that's different. Kind of looks the same, but again, it's hard to tell. I'm hearing things. I always hear stuff up on that ridge. I really, really want to thank Tom. Guys, Tom sent me this, and yes, I just used your first name, Tom. He sent me this InReach Mini. It's a satellite emergency beacon device. I'm still in the process of setting it up, kind of. But it's awesome. He got in touch with me, and he had said, what can I do to help your channel and stuff like that. And I said, what I really would like is to feel safer when I'm out here, because I don't get phone service. And 95% of the places I hike, I don't have cell service. And I worry. I'm real paranoid about bear. I worry that if I fell down a ravine or something like that, or hurt myself, and I'm not going to be able to make it out before sundown, or if something happens, I have no way to call for help. And so, Tom, thank you. I just got this. Was shipped right to my house. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And my family, my children appreciate that I've got something on me. I can send text with this. It's a monthly fee. You set it up. And, like as soon as I come out, I have my tripod. I'm being lazy. As soon as I get out to where I'm going to hike, I find the closest satellites to me. And then this InReach Mini connects to those satellites, and I'm good to go. And it's such a good feeling. It's going to really help me go further, places that I at one time didn't want to go, or maybe get that feeling I should turn around because I feel like I'm getting too far and I have no phone connection. This thing is perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so I have an idea. I want to try something. I want to get up on that ridge, but I have an idea. I've mentioned this before in a couple of past videos. I know a back way up there without going straight on. Without going straight up that hill, I know a way. When I first come into this forested area, I can circle around. There's like an old logging road. It's all grown in, and I can kind of come across the ridge that way. And I want to get up there just to get a good look. It's a really good spot. I could see a lot of the woods around me, at least for now, until the leaves come out anyways. So I left a message with Big Brother Bob, and I let him know, where I'm hiking and stuff, because I don't have. I brought this this emergency satellite thing with me just to show you guys. It's not yet hooked up to. It's a monthly service, and it's cheap. I think it's like $12 a month or something like that. I mean, $12 a month is well worth the comfort of knowing that I can simply pop open this little cap and hit a button, and help is on the way. But let's go. I want to take you guys up there with me. I want to go on top of that ridge there and check out my surroundings. Yeah, I have a feeling in a couple of hours, when I come back, we'll take a look, because I'm gonna be hiking away from the river. I'm thinking this bad Larry will be raging. There'll be rapids. No, I'm gonna get it. No, it should be up there though. I don't doubt it. In a couple of hours, and then up north of me, they're talking about they're gonna get almost a foot of snow. Up north of like Laconia, New Hampshire, up that way, up into the mountains. They're supposed to get a good amount of wet, heavy wet snow. All right, so I'm going to kind of go the way, I'm going to come out the way I came in, which is this way. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of a different route here, and that way I can approach that ridge, kind of flank it, right? So up here in New Hampshire, I think like most of the country, we have a like a stay-at-home recommendation. I haven't worked in almost a month now, but just over the border, about an hour and 20 minutes from me in Boston, they actually have a curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. It is recommended curfew. I love that, and I use air quotes. A recommended curfew. And that scares me. That really, really scares me that it's just, they throw the word recommended in there, and we're supposed to think that we're okay with a curfew, an actual curfew. What they do if they find you on the street, I really don't know. I don't know about that part. These are some seriously strange times, my friend. Strange times. I don't really want to talk too much, actually, about it, because that's why I'm out here right now. To get away from the TV and get away from my computer and get out here and enjoy myself and do some hiking. I really love bad weather hiking. Look at that bend. Holy jabronsky. I don't come this way often, guys, so this is new to me. Look at that bend. So if you have the ability to get out and go for a hike, I strongly suggest you do so. It's nice. It's just a nice feeling from being. I mean, I'm an introvert anyways. I don't mind being alone, but after a while, it's not about being alone. It's about being stuck in a house or confined to your property, right? That drives me crazy. It's you know, a lot of the time if I'm told to sit, I stand, right? I'm not the kind that likes to conform, especially, you know, when being told what to do. I don't like that at all. I understand it. I really do. I get that it's for the good of the many. Okay, that ridge is over here somewhere. Here comes the rain now. Okay, I overshot the runway a bit. I think I walked past the ridge. I gotta go back a little bit. Hey, what's that? The rain really freaks me out, man. Okay. Yeah, it's raining pretty good. And my Fujifilm camera is a piece of bleep. All right, I gotta put my phone away for a minute. I'll be back. Okay, I took a little shelter here under a big old pine tree. So I found the ridge just in front of me here. But again, I wanted to film for a second, and I wanted to get out of the rain. If you've never hiked in a rainstorm by yourself in the forest, I suggest you try it at least once, just to understand the psychological effects of said pouring rain, being alone, being in the woods, especially during bear season and mountain lions and crap. But I do have, you know, I'm hiking very minimalist today. I have just water, first aid, a means of self-defense, and I have some good covering. I didn't bring any food, no stove. I have some fire lighting materials. But let's go check out that ridge, and I want to show you the view from up on that ridge looking down on all of those little structures down there. Just in front of me here. But again, I wanted to film for a second, and I wanted to get out of the rain. If you've never hiked in a rainstorm by yourself in the forest, I suggest you try it at least once, just to understand the psychological effects of said pouring rain, being alone, being in the woods, especially during bear season and mountain lions and crap. But I do have, I'm hiking very minimalist today. I have just water, first aid, a means of self-defense, and I have some good covering. I didn't bring any food, no stove. I have some fire lighting materials. But let's go check out that ridge, and I want to show you the view from up on that ridge looking down on all of those little structures down there. Okay, so here's the ridge. I'm standing up on top of it now. I gotta make this quick. Stupid Fujifilm. This area is where all those little teepee structures are. And this is where I hear stuff from all the time when I come in here. And then this kind of dips back down into the forest. And so, there's the boulder right there with the birch. Yeah, you can't really see it well, and I apologize. I think, but that's the boulder with the birch logs, where I put the two logs, made an X. So this is a fantastic vantage point. If you were hunting, I would nestle right up on this ridge. Keep an eye on the comings and goings. This is a really good spot. And I always hear stuff up here. It drives me nuts. I don't know if it's just a little travel corridor for woodland creatures, or I gotta get this phone out of the rain. I gotta. Well, unfortunately, it's not too bad under this tree, but I'm not gonna just sit here. I'm not gonna be able to keep filming in this rain. It's just gonna get heavier and heavier. I really wanted to give my camera, my Fuji XP, one last shot to see if it would come through. It's a shame. I spent a couple $100 on this thing. I love filming in the rain. I love hiking in the rain, making videos. I love it. But I can't. It's gonna ruin my phone. So I do apologize. I do have a couple talking points I'd like to bring up to you guys. So what we'll do is I'm gonna start heading out back to the trailhead, and we'll go in the barn, and we'll chat there. Well, I really wish I could have filmed that whole hike. It was really nice. I was out there for a couple of hours. I didn't wear the bottoms of my Gutta suit there, but it was okay. It wasn't too cold or anything like that. But now my pants are wet from the knees down. Would have been nice to have it. And also, it would have been nice if my stupid Fujifilm camera would hold a charge. That would be really fantastic. I don't ask a lot, but the camera I had it a couple of years, and I only used it, I'm going to say 30 times or something like that, if that, and it just doesn't. Anyways, I guess things could be worse, right? But I do appreciate you guys coming along with me. I know that there wasn't really much content going on, but I wanted to take you guys out and just check in with everybody, make sure. I hope everyone's doing well. I really do. And hang in there. Apparently, the light is at the end of the tunnel, I guess. I don't know what's going on these days, but stay safe, you guys. And I'll definitely see you guys on the next one.